What is going on, guys? Today's video is going to be about this new constructor. Now, she just dropped into the store about 2 hours ago, but it's an interesting one. I had watched a couple people talking about the patch and a little bit of what is going to happen with this constructor, and it kind of sounded interesting to me. And now that I see her, once again, it is a cool outfit. I like it. It's like the Amelia Earhart look to her. I think that's completely freaking cool. Just like the Dire, just like the, Sanguine Dusk. Hopefully it's not the same with those. We're going to go through her stats right now. Let's check out what she's got. Where is she? She will be... Here, let's just go to Hero Loadout. Alright. So, her first perk is the perk that every constructor has. No big deal. Obviously with base, same. Kinetic overload, yeah. Now here we go. Electrified floors. Enemies within the base affected take damage every 2 seconds. Yeah, that's good. Automated defenses. Increase base connectivity by 1 building piece. That's good. Now here it is. Here's the new perk here. It's called Rosie. 50 energy cost. The cooldown's 108 seconds. Places a turret that the constructor or allies can use. The turret fires 7 times per second, dealing 36,485 point blah blah physical damage per shot. Continuous turret fire will cause overheating. Turret expires after 150 shots. Okay, well, all right. Well, the next one, Fish in a Barrel. Reduces the cooldown of Rosie by 72 seconds. Well, thank God. Yeah, that's good. The next one, Campaign of Rosie. Increase the damage that Rosie deals by 24%. Okay, cool. So now we're starting to be more focused on that Rosie. Big Brother. We know Big Brother. That's another piece, connectivity for base. That's good. Decoy. That's a weird one. I mean, I guess you have to have something there, either Bull Rush or Decoy. Decoy's good, I guess. Throw the decoy out and maybe kill it with the turret. We'll find out. Lofty architecture, increase health of buildings within base. Yeah, 15%. That's good. So she actually has a decent base. It sounds like she has enough length on her base to cover maybe 1 or 2 pyramids, depending on where the atlas is, maybe stuff like that. Also, she has the electrified floors. And the last but not least perk, War of the Rosie. Increase the damage that Rosie deals by an extra 13%. Additionally, converts the damage type of Rosie to energy. Cool, okay, so now it makes, which is kind of weird because the Rosie was physical. Isn't that what it said? It said Rosie places a turret constructor ally dealing physical damage per shot. So, I mean, for it to already be physical, she's the only person that has this perk, which is interesting. So to make it physical and then to change it at the last part to energy damage, that's good, I guess. I mean, a lot of, like I said, in some of my videos, I take you to Twine Peaks most of the time to show you the characters, and it is a energy weapon that is kind of needed sometimes because it's just so many elemental husks. You'll never find enemies that really don't have a lot of element to them. It's kind of rare in Twine. But the thing about this one, it's kind of weird because it's a new character. What would you put with it? Man, to be honest with you, maybe I would do my Master Lamurai just because the ability damage is 20% more. Or, since it's energy, you could always change it and go with your Sanguine or your Shamrock Reclaimer. Increase energy damage by 20%. That also works for the kinetic overload as well with her hammer. Because to be honest, I feel like that's where she's best. Is she already has the kinetic overload? She's a constructor, and so that brings me to my last hero setup. I really wouldn't know what to put in it. Like I said, she has a Rosie. No one's really specialized for that. There's no heroes out yet that give a tactical or squad bonus to the Rosie. So if we're going to build anything around her, we're either going to build with her base, which I would use heavy base. Base generates energy when enemies are killed because she does electrified floors. So if you do like an Atlas or something, at least they're dying on the base, it blows up. I would do that, or you can go with a little bit of a melee build just in case you need to. Either way is not, I have this guy just to have him. Melee critical hits do increase impact damage and add 1.5 seconds of stun when the energy, that goes with a weapon that I have, the Walloper. So if you're going strictly without the weapons that you have, we could do the generate, energy kills. Let's go ahead and try that, because to be honest, there's not a lot to really choose from when it comes to tactical. Some of them are kind of lame. Most of them are pretty basic. So we can just do this. Let's just throw the heavy base in. But let's take you to Twine Peaks. Let's go to a mission. Let's see how this works. Once again, I'm going to take us into an encampment, because I feel like the turret might be actually good for encampments too, dude. I mean, you can just throw down your base and put a turret on it and start the encampment up, and maybe that'll help out. We'll find out. Let's see what's going on.
Something weird has been
All
happening in this
right,
zone.
we are in.
The Husk encampments are going berserk and spawning huge waves of enemies.
Let's find an encampment here.
Whatever's happening, we need to stop it from spreading. When
I
you
want to
find an
just throw
active
it down
encampment,
and start
be ready
wasting
to
enemies,
fight
but we
until
really
we
got to see it in action. I mean, if you just kill
According
any
to my data, we have 20
random
minutes to
enemies,
neutralize the
I want to
turret.
see a flood. Ah, there it
Search
is.
the zone and keep an eye out for any encampments
See what
that
she does
look
under
in better than
pressure.
usual. I'll keep an eye out from here. This encampment is not active.
Yeah, she looks really cool, man. The backpack, all of it. Oh, I'm bringing all these guys too with me. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just set up shop over here.
Dormant encampments may become active later.
There we go.
Take out the enemies to clear the encampment.
Oh, let's put a decoy down.
There it is.
Okay, it's not too... Oh, she's already overheated. Yeah.
One down. Let's find the
Okay.
next one. The next encampment
That was
might
kind of
be
hard to
stronger.
tell what
Make
was
sure
really
your
going
weapons and
on.
ammo are ready to go.
Let's see here. Let's see why we're sitting here. You can see that meter building, and then you're shut down for... Oh, that's not too bad. You're not shut down for a long time, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be worse. So boom, you just kind of let off for just a second. Oh, it broke. Okay. Now, mind you, I do have the ability damage up by 20% for the Rosie because of my Master Lamurai. I'm not sure how that... I mean, you can also do Shamrock Reclaimer, the new character Sanguine Dusk. Let's attract a bigger mob here. Let's get real out there.
That's one. Take it down.
Oh, we gotta wait till the cooldown happens here, don't we? We'll just run around for just a second. Oop, there's a smasher as well. I mean, dude, to be honest with you, I don't even know if using a weapon... She's not really weapon-based other than... I mean, constructors don't really have anything for assault, anything for swords. They have for hammers. And that's what you got to remember, is there a hammer built? Yeah, I'm using an 82 here, but that's okay. We'll get it done. There we go. Holy shite. Let's move on.
Take out those husks.
We're gonna die if I don't move quicker. Hear that smasher coming. There we go. Just let me see if the turret works, guys. That's all I want to see. Place another one just in case, yeah. I mean, the decoy is always good in a safety zone. That's something, at least, yeah. The radius, see, that's the thing, though. The radius of it isn't even that good. The health of it isn't even that good. So it's not... Alright, let's do this. And hop in this bad boy. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, it's really... Ah, okay. Oh, so there is some drop off. I'm doing way more damage as they get closer. There's a lot of drop off in that range. But I mean, that's to be expected, I think. While we're waiting for the cooldown, let's go destroy this. Let's usually use this and get it over with. Because I need to place that right at that encampment. Let's get this done with here. Yeah, it won't even give it to me because I'm so far from the encampment. Whoopsies. So it's at only 150 shots. Now, that's really not a lot, but... Oh yeah, there's the encampment. While we're waiting, let's build an atlas. Let's see what happens when...
15 minutes to complete the mission.
So she covers... I mean, your two atlases would have to be pretty close for her to cover both atlases. I mean, this is just a general setup for atlases. It is quite a bit of tiles. That's the thing. It's good, but at least it does electrified, and you can see that this is building up because the electrified's hurting them, and it's building up that heavy base Kyle blast. So I felt like that was a better setup to have the heavy base. She's going to be a base orientated. And then maybe at the top of your atlas, you just go ahead and put, your turret down. You know, you just do this, and at the top of this, you can just put your turret. Because this is still covered by the base, is it not? Oh, that's right. Nothing's touching it, so that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, I mean, whew. Well, let's find out. Let's drop this, see how this does. I'm getting bombarded by enemies. I cannot live in peace right now for some reason. Let's just do that just in case we don't have what we want. Let's do that for no shits and giggles, right? Let my energy rebuild, and then we'll trigger this encampment. What I'm really worried about is in the heat of the battle, you're going to run out, and then what, just like hop out of the turret and start fist fighting? They're already on you, so... Alright, let's see how this does. Level 100 encampment. Damn, dude, I mean, it's powerful. It's definitely a powerful... Oh, here we go. See, this is what I'm worried about. Well, at least you can shoot down. But the cooldown, I'm already having to wait for a cooldown. And I'm getting freaking... Yep. Yeah. Dude, to be honest, it sounds cool. It looks cool. But if you're already being bombarded, then there's not much you can really do with it. Let me see here. There we go. Now we're killing mobs here. Yeah, dude, that's fucking painful. That's horrible. Yeah, I think... Well, here it is. There's work to be done with it, for sure. I mean, mind you, though, I am doing an extra 20% ability damage. It wouldn't really matter even if you had Shamrock Reclaimer for an extra 20% energy damage. It's literally the same thing. Ability damage and the energy damage, because you're doing energy based with the Rosy, energy based with the kinetic overload. It's just in the heat of the battle, say you're trying to protect stuff, it's doing damage. But now you're overheated and you're freaked for a second, and then you got to kick it back up. And by that time, what are you doing? Just trying to... Yeah, it actually broke it, I believe. Yeah, at the end of the day, fun character. Definitely a fun character. We'll have to play with her a little bit more, but to be honest, my review of her is fun because she's different. That's all I could say. It's fun because it's a different... Ooh, let's do this. Smash your fucking head in here. There you go. Yeah, she does massive damage with hammers, but that's any constructor. She's not really meant... I mean, she's meant to have a hammer because she's a constructor, but she has no other perks other than that. Now, you can stack those perks however you want, but at the end of the day, that turret is cool to use. The character's really nice looking. Would I take her into a Twine Peaks mission where I know for a fact I'm going to have to play hard or do some major damage? Probably not, dude. I mean, maybe this character later on could be really good if there's another hero that comes out where your squad ability can reduce the cooldown maybe of it, or up the damage of it, or something like that. But right now, as it sits with what I have going on, it's not something to be used in high levels. It's something to maybe play around with and just have fun with. I mean, she's a fun looking character. I won't say she's garbage at all. I would say, you know, play with her at your leisure. I like the fact that anyone can jump in those turrets too. That might be just fun, just to have other people jump in the turrets. But you got to remember, you saw me basically like have the turret and the cooldown. You're just stuck. You're dead in the water with the cooldown. Everything seems like you're doing a lot of damage, but that bar fills up pretty quick, and then you're cooled down, and then you're going again. Yep. And then you're cooled down. Yep. So unless there's some other stuff that comes out later on, right now I would say this character is not something for me to work with, to try to just do like solo missions, do stuff like that. Stuff you really got to work with, I wouldn't really use this character. But bring it in, man. I'm sure a lot of people will have fun with this turret. I think it's pretty hilarious that they even invented this turret. I know that they had this in Battle Royale. It's an interesting system. I love the look of the character, dude. I think it's such a stylish character. They have really good concepts for characters, but the concept for the characters' perks are a little iffy most of the time. But that's it for my review on the Airheart character, guys. Once again, you can follow me on Twitch. I try to stream Fortnite every now and then. I do play. Go comment below if you found that this was different, you found it a better setup for it. Please let me know. I'm always interested to hear what people have to say. But as for right now, man, that would be my review, and I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you in the next video.